Good morning, Bulldogs, and welcome back to another episode of Bulldog Weekly. I'm Ian.
And I'm Topher. Before we get started, the latest issue of Paw Prints is out now. There are a ton of interesting articles here about punk culture, the boys' basketball season, student art pieces, and more.
In this week's episode, we're making astronaut food, hearing a Stream 7 movie review, and wrapping everything up with the Forum instrumental concert. Up
first, here's Mr. Devoll, Mr. Carrig, and then another spin of the Bulldog Wheely.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rundown. Today is Sunday, March 22nd. 5 days of school this week with 5 Bulldog blocks, which is nice. It's a good consistent week for our kids. A couple of evening opportunities. Obviously we know we're in the middle of our early season for spring sports, so that's happening, but also we're closing the book on some winter sports with a boys and girls swimming banquet on Wednesday. During the day, sophomores are going to be testing in the ELA MCAS on Tuesday and Wednesday. We don't think we need to change our schedule to accommodate that test, so the rest of the building will be going to their regular 4 blocks, and we think our 10th graders will be done testing by the end of block 2. The rest of the week, a couple of opportunities that I caught my eye in the Bulldog block. We got a lot of kids that are interested in dual enrollment classes for next year, and so we're going to have a meeting and guidance during Bulldog block on Thursday. Then on Friday, really nice event for seniors. We run something called the Credit for Life, which helps students make some financial decisions around financial literacy and life after high school, some of the decisions they'll have to make. So we'll have a planning session on Friday with our seniors. Then we have a huge Credit for Life fair later on in April that has been wildly popular with our kids. So 5 days of school, ELA MCAS test for our sophomores, almost into April, almost.
What's up, Bulldogs? Happy spring. I know you can't probably tell looking outside that we're in full swing. This weather is wreaking havoc, so please make sure you're checking your team Sports U pages, monitoring emails, and checking school social media accounts for full rain day schedules on days like today. It looks like we're going to have a few of them, but we are practicing and preparing for a big scrimmage week. But before we do that, big congratulations to the last man standing from the winter, Malik Washburn, who competed in the 60-meter high hurdles at New Balance Nationals. He came in 43rd in the nation in that event and holds the school record now, 8.2 seconds in the 60-meter high hurdle, breaking his own coach's record. So a little extra sweet taste there for him, cracking that. Another school record for everybody, and now we're ready for spring. A good week last week. We were able to get off site a little bit and get some good practices in down on turf fields down at Tabor, ready for scrimmage week starting tomorrow. Baseball will travel to Wareham right after school for a varsity-only scrimmage with Wareham at Spillane Field. Hopefully that field holds up. I think it should drain okay. If not, we'll just bump that to Wednesday. Wednesday, boys lacrosse is going up to Middleborough and girls lacrosse is going to Stang. Thursday, softball will be at Plymouth North, and sailing will open their regular season at St. John Paul II down on Cape Cod right after school. So good luck to sailing as you get our spring season started on the official schedule. The weather looks like it's going to be great for a good regatta that day. So good luck to sailing on Thursday at St. John Paul. And then the regular season for our regular spring programming opens up on Friday, opening day for boys lacrosse. They'll be up at Milford at 4 o'clock, and baseball will be at New Bedford High School, varsity and JV at 4 o'clock as well. So a lot going on this week. Weather is what weather is this time of year, and knowing what our challenges are with the fields, please stay close to those computers, phones, and monitor our communications for any adjustments that are being made for after-school activities. Looking forward to getting started with the regular season this year. Congrats, Malik, and good luck to everybody this spring. Go Bulldogs.
Thanks for the updates.
Now it's time to bring out the Bulldog Wheely. Let's get it going. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 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 It's the first time I've lost in a while. So let's hope it's not anything bad. Come on, free space. Free space. I'm calling it right now, free space. Do a show blindfolded.
Oh, that's really bad for you. Actually.
That's unfortunate. Got some paragraphs today too. That's rough. Unfortunately, this is gonna hinder me for the rest of the episode. That was quite unfortunate. Don't usually lose in rock, paper, scissors, shoot, but took the L today. Pretty rough.
Our next segment comes to us from Old Colony. The Cosmic Chefs took part in the NASA HUNCH competition and were tasked to make a dish fit for astronauts. They made chicken vindaloo tacos, which were tasted and judged by Rochester residents. Let's see how they did it.
Hi, my name is Ryan.
Hi, my name is Elena.
Hi, my name is Scarlett.
Hi, my name is Justin.
Hi, my name's Anthony.
Hi, my name's Leah, and we are
The Cosmic Chefs.
We represent Old Colony in Rochester, Massachusetts. We would like to thank our advisor, Chef Yolette, that helped prep us for the NASA HUNCH culinary competition, and to JSC Food Lab for giving us this opportunity.
Our dish is a chicken vindaloo taco, which we chose because we felt it was a unique take on a taco. The dish is derived from the Indian culture, which is known for its deep flavors, perfect for astronauts experiencing changes in their taste buds.
At the heart of our dish is chicken marinated in apple cider vinegar, garlic, ginger, paprika, cayenne, turmeric, and black pepper. We also toast additional spices such as cumin, coriander, and cinnamon to add additional flavor.
To complement these flavors, we use onion, bell pepper, low-sodium chicken broth, lemon juice, and bay leaves. Lastly, our dish is garnished with fresh cilantro, shredded red cabbage, and Greek yogurt crema to add a variety of color and texture on the plate.
The body experiences a lot of physiological changes when in space due to the lack of gravity. The digestive system slows down, and the body swells due to a fluid shift. Consuming lots of fiber and limiting sodium intake can help with the rate of digestion and less fluid retention in the body.
Blood vessels are also altered in space from a discoid to a sphere shape, causing the body to lose blood volume. Blood cholesterol and artery disease risks are also decreased by consuming less saturated and unsaturated fat.
We would like to extend our utmost gratitude towards the JSC Food Lab for doing research onto this topic. We would also like to thank the NASA HUNCH for organizing this competition. And remember, if it was made by the Cougars, it's gonna be cosmic.
Those tacos looked out of this world.
Congrats to the Cosmic Chefs.
Do you like sharing movies? Recently, Alex and Adam went to go watch Scream 7 and wanted to share their thoughts. Major spoilers ahead. Let's check it out.
Hello guys, today I'm with Adam.
Hello.
And today we'll be doing a Scream 7 movie review. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. Me and Adam saw it together in the theater. So first we're going to talk about the opening. Now, there was a lot of controversy about the opening. The problem was that I had with it is that it had really nothing to do with the rest of the movie. I mean, you know, it was interesting, but you know, it didn't really make a lot of sense either, because it doesn't make sense how the ghost faces would fly all across the country to go there, back all the way to the other states.
Yeah, honestly, with the opening, I thought the opening kills specifically were pretty good. And then the idea of burning down Stu Macher's house, like big piece of the Scream franchise getting destroyed right there. I mean, it was a pretty cool opening, I thought personally. I can see why you disliked it though.
I didn't dislike it. I just thought it needed to make more sense to the movie itself, because they didn't really need to do that. I mean, it didn't have any part for the rest of the movie, or it didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. The kills were good though. I liked the acting in the beginning. Both characters were really pretty good.
And the idea of how the two people were there for like a house tour because of how the Stu Macher house became like a tourist attraction, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's dark in a way, but it was pretty cool. So next topic, we'll be talking about the AI and bringing back some old characters from the past movies. I mean, so the main one they brought back was Stu. Obviously, he was really advertised around the movie, and a lot of people thought he was coming back, like, alive. But it turned out he wasn't. He was an AI character. I mean, yeah, and then they brought back some other characters. Which,
Roman Bridger and...
Yeah.
etc.
Dewey, Nancy, which Nancy I think was an interesting choice.
Very.
I felt like a Jill Roberts or a Billy Loomis would have made more sense.
100%.
Yeah, much more sense than Nancy Loomis. I mean, I understand it kind of messed with Sydney, but Jill and Billy were more closer to Sydney and messed with her more, and Jill's her family, and yeah.
I really liked the Roman AI part. I know he wasn't in the movie for too long, but I felt like when he was, it was pretty solid.
I like Dewey. I like Dewey's part because we know him as a good character, but when he kind of came back and said what he said, it was kind of like, it was kind of creepy in a way.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he took a shot right at Sydney, saying that all of her friends died just by being around her. And
Yeah.
it's like,
It was pretty crazy, honestly. I was kind of surprised that Nancy Loomis was back because I didn't see any, like...
yeah, I didn't see her advertised at all in any of the things.
Right,
Like,
and Billy Loomis wasn't. I thought Billy would be back in the movie, but he wasn't.
unfortunately.
But overall, I think it was a great idea to have AI characters come back, although I really wish Stu would come back for real and, you know.
Yeah, I was honestly hoping that Stu could come back for real because, as you all know, if you're a Scream head, there was massive word going around that Stu was supposed to come back and that he never died in the first movie.
Right.
Because he was never shot in the head like all the killers are killed. He had a TV dropped on him. So there was word going around that he was still alive, and I was hoping that they did that.
I mean, Scream 3 was originally going to have Stu Macher come back, but they changed it because it was kind of messed up at the time. So, yeah, I think it was a really good idea. Just really wish they brought him back.
I do too.
Yeah. Next up, what are some characters you liked in the movie?
I really liked Sydney's daughter. I thought she was really cool. And the idea of her kind of following her mother's legacy and her becoming like the new Sydney Prescott is just a really cool idea to me.
I liked how her name was like based off of her childhood friend, and
yeah, that was a really cool concept too.
Yeah, and how she was a strong and fierce friend, and
yeah, the whole idea
cool.
of that, and specifically with like Sydney not telling her daughter anything about any of the stuff that she's had going on in her past. It was just really interesting dropping her right into it.
Right, yeah. It kind of came out of nowhere for Tatum. A character I liked, unfortunately I forget his name, it was the husband, the police officer. I thought he was a really cool character. I thought it was a really good casting. He was just a great guy, honestly. Great acting. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the police chief was a solid character too.
Yeah.
There's nobody else in particular that I can say I particularly loved.
Right.
But there were a lot of the characters that I did like.
Yeah, like they were pretty average characters, I'd say.
Nothing too extraordinary.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. Next one we got is Ghostface reveal, the ending of the movie. Now, the end of the movie was kind of a shocker. The killer was revealed to be some mental hospital worker.
Yeah.
I forget his name. I think it was like, I don't remember his name.
Dude, I honestly don't even remember either because it was just so unfortunate that it had to be a killer that barely made any sense. I mean, he had connections when Stu was in the mental institution and that guy broke out who was the other Ghostface killer.
So Stu wasn't in the...
Yeah, no, it wasn't Stu. Who was it? It was the other guy.
It was the guy at the coffee shop. See, that's another kill that was revealed.
Yeah, the other dude from the coffee shop. He was unmasked like almost instantly into the movie, though.
Yep. So at the middle of the movie, there was a unmasking. He got hit by a car, and it was revealed to be this person we don't really know. And we find out later in the movie that it's some guy that was in the mental hospital, and...
That's why I brought up Stu. He was a close friend with Stu, according to the guy who worked at that site.
Yeah, according. Yeah, it wasn't actually. But and then the other killer was
the neighbor.
The neighbor. I forgot her name again.
Yeah, it was Sydney's neighbor, and the neighbor made the most sense out of either of the killers. I mean, we didn't really get to know the guy that worked at the psych ward very well.
Yeah, we didn't really hear his motive or the other guy's motive because he was dead.
Yeah.
Her motive was strange. She had an abusive husband.
An abusive ex-husband, and she ended up killing her husband and her son because something or other.
Because she looked up to Sydney.
Yeah, she
and I
looked
think-
up to Sydney, and when she started going soft, she wanted to get the Sydney Prescott back, the original Ghostface
Yep.
killer.
Yep. And I thought that was really, I mean, it's an interesting motive, but the ending I think was awful.
Yeah, I thought the ending could have been a lot better. I liked how in the ending both Tatum and Sydney, like, at the end shot her multiple times at the end. That was probably my favorite part of the ending.
Yeah, and the other killers, we never really got to hear their motive. I mean, they were just there. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
they were just.
I don't
literally-
even know how the neighbor and the dude who worked at the psych ward were related, even, like how they had a connection
Well,
with
I
one
think
another.
they knew each other from the psych ward.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. It was an ending that a lot of people didn't like, and I personally didn't like it. Yeah.
I personally didn't like the ending either, but I thought the movie as a whole was pretty solid. Like,
Yeah, so that's our next thing. Rating the movie. What do we rate it?
I would probably give the movie like an 8 out of 10.
So mine was 6 out of 10. Just overall, just not as good as the other Scream movies.
I would say that it would be worth to go and watch it if you just like the idea of the Scream franchise and the murder mystery. Then I'd say it's good to go and watch because a lot of the kills are very interesting. There's,
Scream. I mean, you gotta watch it. It's awesome
You always have
franchise.
to.
Yeah. So last thing we have, what do we think is gonna happen in Scream 8?
I honestly can't make a prediction. The only thing that I'm hoping for in Scream 8, and I've been saying this since the start of the franchise, I'm just waiting for Gale to die.
Honestly, I'm hoping they correct themselves and bring back Stu Macher. I know it's a long shot, but they've been teasing it. They've been teasing it for this whole franchise.
So long now, yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting, but that's my
Excited for
prediction.
Scream 8, though. I'm excited to see where they take the rest of the franchise. I think Sydney will most likely get killed off in the 8th movie, and it will be completely put to her daughter. But
I just hope Scream franchise improves after this.
yeah, I'm
movie.
really hoping it does too, and I'm hoping it doesn't take a turn for the worst and end up killing itself.
Yeah. I want to give a special thanks to Adam for being here, and
Of course. And a special shout out to ORC TV for letting us come down here to use this equipment.
yep. Thank you guys for watching. This has been awesome.
And we'll be right back.
Thanks for sharing.
If you would like to see more movie reviews, leave a comment.
For our final segment, we've got a highlight recap of this year's Form Instrumental concert, where bands from all schools in the Tri-Town came together to perform at the high school. Let's have a listen. They sounded great. You can watch the full concert on ORRHS CTV's Vimeo channel.
Where you can find the choral concert too.
Teachers and students, if you would like to have something filmed and shown here on Bulldog Weekly, let us know.
And check out everything else we film here at ORRHS TV, like sports games, concerts, town events, and more.
That'll do for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I'm Ian.
And I'm Topher, and this is Bulldog Weekly.